We're the huge movie fanatics here to do another review for Home Alone.
Which I've already...
He's already reviewed. I haven't listened to it, so this is going to be brand new to me. This is why I wanted to do it. He was kind of resistant to it. Probably tells you a little bit about what he thinks of the movie.
He said, I'm interested to know what you think about it, and I said, watch my review.
Home Alone is a staple for me. It was one of the first movies I saw in the theater. It was that 1990 or whatever.
Yeah, it would have been 90. Probably, I imagine November 90 or something like that. So then you were like 3
4 or 5.
Okay, whatever.
So, this is one of the first ones that I ever saw in the theater.
So this is meaningful to you?
Yeah, it's meaningful to me because of that, but it's one that I just like just because it has such a crispness to it. Like,
Crispness how?
Like crispness in the sense that like everything is so red and green.
You mean colors?
Yeah, everything is bright and warm feeling. The whole movie feels warm.
And that's one of the things I actually think is good about it. And I almost watched it, last year, but I didn't.
And this is one that I watch every Christmas time on the first major snow.
Oh, you gotta wait until that's cool.
We watch Home Alone 1 and I'll just watch Home Alone 2 just because. Home Alone 2 isn't as good, though I think the ending in that movie, what he puts those two characters through in that one is so much better, just because it's a little more over the top and it's so much more violent. I don't know, it just makes me laugh, especially when he's getting hit with the bricks. I like the slapstick Three Stooges, Evil Dead style torture that he puts these characters through in both movies. John Hughes is a talented filmmaker. He wrote this, he didn't direct it. It's directed by Chris Columbus, who he did a lot of kind of forgettable stuff, but he wrote Gremlins, and he wrote The Goonies, I think, too, and then he directed the first 2 Harry Potter movies, which, as not great of movies as they are, the things that works best with those is the look of the movies in terms of the bright, warm feeling that those movies have. And I think it's the same cinematographer that he used for those as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and this just feels very winter, feels very Christmas.
Yeah.
And Macaulay Culkin actually was a good young actor. You don't see many young actors that are that comfortable in front of the camera and whatnot. And they do a little too many, more in the second one than the first one, too many like winks at the camera moment things, which I don't generally dig on. There's only 1 or 2 in the first movie. There's a lot in the second movie. But I think the parents are great, and John Candy is good in the movie.
Oh my gosh.
So I think this is a very good 3.5-star Christmas movie. It's one that I come back to. Has a lot of sentimentality. I love the video that they watched, the Angels with Dirty Faces. That is fantastic, and it's a great ode to those movies like the gangster movies from the 50s and stuff.
That old movie clip?
Yeah, and that was written specifically for this movie, and it's just so fantastic, and I love it. And there's a lot of things like that in the movie. First movie, I think, the first Home Alone is a genuinely good movie. I'd give that one 3.5.
Home Alone wasn't very good. I thought the whole movie was gonna be about them trying to break in, but no. Half of it is him running around going, oh, I got a palsy. Pretty good acting though for a little twerp.
I think I overrated it. Like when I did it, I gave it 2.5. I think for me it's more of a 2. One of the problems I've have with it, and it's the same thing I've commented on before with, I can't remember what titles, but when I talk about just, like E.T., But this doesn't have it as bad, but it kind of does. It's a PG version of, that movie was PG too. For some reason I don't think of it that way because of the profanity, but just with everyone giving this kid such a hard time, and you're a disease, or whatever. Mm-hmm. You're a disease. You should go to wherever. Look what you did, you little jerk, and all that shit. And generally, I will agree with the one thing that it has going for it is that very much obviously Christmas, December, you know, winter with snow, kind of a winter aspect, and that's John Williams is huge. For
Oh,
me.
John Williams, I forgot about that.
I was gonna go earlier. I didn't want to interrupt you. I was gonna.
That I have the CD because of the John Williams score that's all throughout. The whole score is great.
Yeah, and so you can't forget to say John Williams, which he already did. But you know, and I mentioned in my solo review, which you haven't seen, I like the title where that's like the house, and it's like doing the exact same thing I did in November, but that's whatever, that's cool. But so yeah, John Williams is huge, and like you say, I mean, I like the little outfits and sweaters the kid wears. It has a very winter, I mean, a Christmas
Yeah,
feel. But the kid, I don't like
It's
the kid. He's a little asshole.
he is. I mean,
Go
he's
ahead.
kind of a sociopath.
Yeah, and that's
but-
exactly right.
I have no problem with that. I mean, kids are
shoot.
little assholes.
All right.
But yeah, it has a timeless quality to it. Like, even though it's made in 1990, it doesn't necessarily feel like a 1990 movie. You can watch that in 2013, and virtually everything about it holds up, except for the fact that like it's really easy to get through airport security. But I mean,
Passengers with Southwest Flight 2706 going to Oakland, please report to DC with Bravo 17.
They harassing a kid?
Yep.
Nice.
It's ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
outside of that, like, there's nothing about the movie that really isn't plausible or doable throughout the thing until the end when he's like killing these poor people.
Yeah, another thing I don't like about it is just the whole, and I mentioned this as well in the solo review, the whole, just the burglar aspect, I think. But taking something that's really, really crappy and depressing like that, you know, to have that happen really sucks. And to make it a comedy, you know, to make burglars funny. But I understand it's like a, you know, Tom and Jerry bullshit. But,
Yeah, I had no problem with that.
yeah,
But
but, you know, if you've been burglarized for real, it's not so funny, I guess is what it boils down to.
on the commentary of the movie, Macaulay Culkin pitches what the third movie, there actually is a third movie, which is not good at
Well.
all, but he pitches what the third movie should be about. And he said
He's
that,
in college.
well, no, he was like Kevin McAllister is kind of like a crazy little kid setting up like these torture traps and whatnot. He clearly shows deviant behavior throughout both the first and the second movie. He's like, the third movie should be about how Marv and Harry come out of prison and they've built families for themselves, having been rehabilitated by the American justice system, but. But Kevin McAllister is now a deviant, and he's robbing this house, and they discover that it's him that's robbing their house, and
Okay, well.
they built the traps that.
I gotta admit, man,
And I was like, I would watch that movie. That sounds fantastic.
he could step on like a
Yeah.
thing and go,
Yeah. Like, I don't know, but I thought that is a clever idea.
that does sound like a James Cameron kind of sequel.
Yeah, right. So anyway, that's Home Alone. I give it 3.5. I love this movie.
I've reduced my 2.5 to 2.
The second one I'd give. It deserves only 2.5, but I'd give 3 just because I really like that last little chunk.
I
at the
can't
end.
remember 2 at all, so I'm not gonna comment on 2.
And I've seen 3 and 4. There's a 5th one now.
Oh,
3
freak
is meh, but stars Scarlett Johansson in like her first role. She plays his
Ooh.
sister.
Hell yeah.
And then the 4th one is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It's Taking Back the House, I think is
Oh.
the subtitle. And then the 5th one it just came out this past winter on
No way.
ABC Family. So it's probably a winner.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the franchise review.
Or what did you think about what I had to say?
I mean, I kind of suspected that you wouldn't be a huge fan of the movie. It is one, like, the more that I like it, the more that I embrace and love it, just because it is a warm, bright, happy movie, and you don't get warm, bright, happy movies anymore. That's what I liked about Time. It's not cynical in any stretch of the
okay.
imagination. You
Yeah.
don't get non-cynical movies anymore.
That's true.
And, like, a good cynical movie every once in a while is good. I loved Up in the Air, which is a very cynical movie. But not everybody can do it successfully, and that's what I love about this movie, is that it's not, it's just bright and happy and warm and
Violent.
it's violent, but like it says nice things about family and appreciation of family, even though like you don't get along all
Even
the
though-
time.
You little.
Even though you don't get along all the time doesn't mean that you don't want them to be there, because when they're not there, life sucks, and all that kind of stuff. That's what I really respond to with the movie. And the score is just
And it
amazing.
doesn't hurt having been like one of your first
Yeah,
theatrical
and it's
experiences.
one of
like
my
I
first-
say, it's
yeah.
imprinted.
Certainly, although Batman was was the very first movie I saw, and I'm not a huge fan. So, yeah. Same thing with Edward Scissorhands. It was
Oh, well,
fun.
that's understandable. All right, thanks a lot for watching. Is this it? This is it. Maybe we should
This is
say
it.
goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye for now.
Until who knows when.
Hopefully
Maybe 12
when-
months from now.
Hopefully there will be some good new movies that we can review together. I'll just let me know what movies you're gonna see, so that
I'll see Godzilla. I mean, I don't know when you're planning on reviewing next.
I'm
so
hoping
I
in
wouldn't-
March. But
Yeah, I don't know. Probably won't see anything until, you know. But there's a list of stuff we didn't get to of old stuff today.
Yeah.
So
I want to do the Superman movies at some point.
definitely can do that. Yeah, put it on your list. You know.
And the Kong movies would be fun.
King Kongs were on my list today, but we had,
And,
big list, limited
He
time.
did solo reviews for Clerks, Chasing Amy.
You know, as far as reviewing things that I've already done, for me, as far as I'm concerned, we could do like on every batch a few, because if
Yeah.
we do too many, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna be pissed off. You can understand that.
Yeah.
And as far as we could do like, well, I gotta see Mallrats again. We could do like Tarantino reviews where we do chronological, Kevin Smith chronological.
That'd be kind of interesting, because I have very mixed feelings about Smith's movies. And
Oh, I thought I had this idea that you just loved anything he did.
no.
Oh, okay, good.
Not at all. So there are quite a few of his movies that I do love, and then
Yeah.
there's quite a few that I really don't. Tarantino is more like a love fest, but
More or less, yeah. So that's maybe what we can do, and because I have seen Clerks 2, I actually rewatched it. I think.
yeah, don't do a review for that one until next time we get together.
No, I do
Because
have.
I haven't seen that one in like 5 years. I would like to go back and rewatch that one, because
Oh.
I remember what I loved about it then and what I didn't love about it. I want to know if one side takes over now.
All right, yeah. I got a bunch of winter reviews that I plan to do
Okay.
probably before I see it, but I think a lot of them you don't care about or haven't seen, so
Okay.
it will be good. But so yeah, I'd say that'd work for stuff like that. So
What do you want us to?
also, what the hell do you want us to review? If we've seen it,
Yeah.
we'll review it. Thanks again. Like the Cookie Monster 70, as far as he's like the most vocal as far as feedback. So I appreciate him watching, as he always does. I mean, I upload a video and he's like a comment on it like a minute later, and it's just wow. Thanks a lot. That's really cool. And for all you shy people out there who watch, thank you very much for watching as well. We appreciate it. And I'm always game for reviews, and he disappears sometimes for 6 months, but whatever. We work through it, and hope to see you, man, like in a couple months and versus
Yeah.
6 months later.
Yeah, hopefully my goal is I want to shoot one in March. That'll give me some time to watch some movies.
That's your goal. In the
Because I
meantime,
haven't seen many movies lately. I want to see Grudge Match, that Stallone, De Niro boxing movie.
that trailer looked kind of cool.
It did.
It was like Rocky, but not.
Yeah.
It was weird. Okay.
That came out in the theater, and that
Is it
sure, no, but surely it'll be at the Dollar Theater soon. So
Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you guys in a couple months. Ciao. That's what Charles Band says at the end of his bequest.
ciao.
Ciao. Yep. Thanks for watching.
She say goodbye in Chile, actually. Ciao.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's-
everybody says that. They don't say adios or anything. It's always ciao.
Ciao. Don't they say that in like Italy too, and like
Probably,
France? All right. Thanks for watching.